In baseball, where's the line going to be drawn? Will there be one? Hi, I'm Marky Bilson. You know, a lot of people talking about Mike Fiers saying that the Houston Astros used video, electronic devices, or some allegations into stealing signs in 2017. It helped him win the franchise's lone world title. This I found to be very intriguing because there was once upon a time where sign stealing was considered to be an art, something that was to be respected if you could do it. I'm going to give you an example, and this is the long ago days of baseball, but from October 1953, Baseball Digest, a magazine I wrote for. Here's Casey Stengel, Secrets of the Sign Stealers. And without you having to go to eBay to hopefully find an old copy of that magazine, a sports writer by the name of Bob Deendorfer tells the tale, one of two things. One of a long ago player, I mean from the dead ball era, who played for Connie Mack, by the name of Dan Murphy, who was employed by the old Philadelphia Athletics to steal signs. Yes, back in the 1920s. Only one problem. When he was a coach for the A's, they stunk. But supposedly what he was doing is not that far off from what the Astros have been accused of doing. He was in center field on top of those homes on 21st Street in center field with a pair of binoculars trying to steal the signs. Evidently he was good at it, but the thing was, the A's were terrible in those days. One bit of historical reference, though, I did find out, Tilly Walker, who I did the first biographical sketch of long ago, home run hitter in the American League from Limestone, Tennessee. Well, in 1922, when he hit 37 home runs, which at the time was the American League record for a right-handed hitter, 26 of them came at home. Is that, the reason why? 360 feet to left field at Shad Park at the time. Possibly, that's not proof, it's an interesting theory. Just like right now, Yu Darvish getting bombed in his World Series starts, it's a theory, but is it proof? It's perfectly capable that the Astros could be having some good days against Yu Darvish and such. But what I want to know is, where is the line? And I think that baseball has to separate this. Is it totally just no electronics? If it's no electronics, let's say that. But my question is, if you've got a bench coach and he can study without any electronic help, like in the old days, not necessarily binoculars in center field, but in the old days, I can pick up what that steal sign is simply by focusing in on him. Shouldn't a team be able to take advantage of this? Are you going to prevent now bench coaches from studying signals, or for that matter, runners on second base or what have you? It seems to me that would be going a little too far. Interesting story also in this old magazine. The 1952 World Series was heavily decided when Billy Martin stole a sign from then manager third base coach Charles Dressen of the Brooklyn Dodgers. See, Martin had played for Dressen in the minor leagues, and he recognized his squeeze bunt sign, and he saw it. Dressen hadn't changed the signals, and Martin was able to tip up, hey, they're gonna do a squeeze play here. Was very influential in the Yankees winning the 1952 World Series. Who knows? Maybe if Martin doesn't steal that sign, then the course of baseball history has changed. The Dodgers win a world title before they did. The Yankees don't win 5 in a row. Who knows? Who knows? But shouldn't the guile of Martin be rewarded? That's my question. Now, I do also want to know, it seems to me that what 100 years ago Dan Murphy was doing for the Philadelphia A's, to whatever degree of success, the A's were really bad. It may have had some success for individual hitters and such, but it has been said that the 1951 New York Giants, who played 840 ball down the stretch and came back from 13 and a half games out of first place in mid-August to win the pennant on Bobby Thompson's famous home run, that they were tipped off by a guy in center field stealing signs. And that has been admitted to and all this. Question is, when does it become guile and when does it become cheating? That's the question here. And I really think there needs to be a determination. Is it, as I said before, no electronics? That's out. But if you can do it with your own mind, again, if a player is traded or signs as a free agent, the other team's third base coach hasn't changed his signs, shouldn't that player be able to tell his new team, hey, I know what they're going to do? To me, that's guile and also laziness by the other team that really should be punished if you didn't change your signs in that case. I'm reading stuff about the Astros. Well, maybe they should have their 2017 world title, if this is found out, rescinded. I've never been a big fan of that. They've taken away the 2013 Louisville Cardinals NCAA tournament men's basketball championship. Does anybody think that they are not the national champions in 2013? What does it all mean? The games were played. I can see with electronics, this is going above and beyond. The runner at second saying, geez, I know, I got the two's a curve and he's throwing it down second. That's what's going to happen. I think I'll try to tell the hitter that. To me, that again, that's guile. That should be allowed. Electronics, maybe that's your case. You want to talk about fine, suspension, that sort of thing, fine. But let's cement what the rule is. My fear is that sign stealing in general is going to be banned and that it is actually going to be frowned upon to try to pick up the opposing team's signs or, yes, even, well, I know what they're doing over there. Here, let me tell you. I'm Mark E. Bilson.